Welcome back to Blooms and Stitches by AnnMarie. I've got a request to do an apartment tour, and I'm going to do it, but the request was to do a more focus on my plants. And so you won't see me a lot in this video. You'll see my plants and my apartment. I won't show you certain parts of the apartment because I do share it with my adult kids and I want to maintain their privacy. With that being said, let's begin the apartment tour. Beginning the apartment tour from my bedroom. This is my personal bedroom that I share with my dog Summer. This is where this is where she sleeps sometimes in the night. She just got up because she heard the door. So this is her part of the apartment, 2 beds. However, in this part of the apartment, I have a prayer plant. I've had this prayer plant for a year. She was on the verge of dying. If I can find a picture of when she was dying, I'll put it here. But she was on the verge of dying, and I just threw her into a corner, and all of a sudden, she just started getting up back. She was just, you know, blooming and being amazing. So I just leave her there. She gets a lot of the sun, and yeah, she's going on well there. But over this part is those that are in, I call it the plant ICU. So I had issues with thrips recently, and my syngonium, and I'll put a picture of a syngonium here. So you could see what it looks like, and you could see what it looks like now. The thrips completely ripped it apart. Same thing with this Anthurium. So I've had to repot her, and she's in the ICU. But I also noticed that there's some little small things coming up that is giving me hope that she will be resuscitated. Look at, you see that? She will be resuscitated. It just takes a little while. All right. I am not gifted with strings of anything. So this one also is being resuscitated along with this Indian fern, but I don't remember her name. I'll put it on the screen right here. Now this is a monkey's tail. I'll show you the part where it came from. Sorry, a donkey's tail. She was getting overly big. She's not being resuscitated. It's just that she was getting big, and I repotted her. Now this is not the correct way to repot the things that falls off, but nonetheless, she will pop some flowers from those. So I just left them there. All right. So let's move on. Another plant that I have is the Monstera. My Monstera my Monstera Thigh Constellation. This also suffered from the thrips. I don't know where they came from, but you'll see a few plants that I am trying to resuscitate as a result of thrips that came from another plant that I got. But you can see the roots are growing very healthy. This leaf came up about 3 weeks ago. And so I have her in there with some fertilizer, and so she's going on really, really well. This is a bunch of azaleas, my plant lady, that I purchase plant from often. She gave me this as a gift, and I love them. It gives me a pop of color in the surrounding of green. Another one that is suffering is the maculata. I brought her in here to see if I could resuscitate her. Her sister over here is doing really well. You could see the dots on her is very pronounced, while on this one it's very dull. So that's my maculata doing really, really well. I think I overwatered her, and as a result, she is suffering a little bit. We might repot her tomorrow. We'll see. Moving on. I not only love plants, I love crocheting, and so I have silly hats. I crochet silly hats. If you go through my videos, you'll see some of the things that I crochet as well. These are bags that I crochet to go with outfits that I'll wear this summer. This I bought, that I bought, but that I crocheted, and this one as well. And I have some storage up there with yarn that can't hold in my usual yarn the passage. I have a walk-through closet. I don't like when the clothes are just showing out, because there's my door which leads to the front door of the apartment. As you come through there, you might see my clothes. So I have curtains. I love DIY. This is where I keep a lot of my comforters and so forth. Yes, I use electrical tape sometimes. I use bungee cords because the comforters are extremely big. So just to keep them there and, you know, keep them one place, I use it, and I use I use curtain rods to keep them in. Okay, so these are some of my plant stuff here on the ground. And just to keep space, I have some of my knickknacks, girly stuff that I use. This side is also comforters and some of my daily wear because I work from home. It is one bathroom and a powder room. I got the powder room in my bedroom, and so this is my storage area for my powder room. You know, my face stuff when I come out of the bathroom, you know, some tissues, hand towels. That is what it looks like. Yes, I put curtains there because I just want it to look like that. It looks really well, really good to me. All right. So this is my my powder room that I use. All right. So let's go get out of my bedroom. Those two are my daughter's room and my son's room. I won't show you that. This is the storeroom that we put our dirty shoes when we get here from the winter. Dirty shoes, storing. So you can see this is the storage room. I won't open it any further. This is the bathroom that we share. We haven't cleaned yet, but it's presentable, so I'll leave it at that. All right. And when you leave from the front door, this is where we store as we come through, we put our winter jackets or whatever, you know, that we're wearing for the season, overcoats and whatever is kept inside there. And this, as soon as you come out here, this is the walkway. We hang our keys there. As I said before, that's my bedroom, so I try to put the curtain so you don't see my clothes there, but this is the living room. And as soon as you come through the living room, you'll see another Monstera. This is my baby. I've had her for, I don't know, maybe 8 years. She is huge. She's almost 5 foot, huge. But she was propagated, and I gave a piece of her to my ex. And he has a huge piece of her. His is almost 7 feet as well. But as you can see, this is my baby. The biggest part of her is stretching towards the sun. All right. Yep. And so over here is Miss Summer. You can see that I love blues. I love yellows, grays. This is where you'll find me most days, sitting and crocheting. I made this throw pillow from the waffle stitch, yeah. But also I crochet those Monstera leaves and those roses that you see above there. It's an unfinished project. Okay, so this is a marble queen pothos that I propagated. You could see from the leaf, and I have at least 3 other propagations of her. This is a heartleaf philodendron, just a plain heartleaf, and you could see from the little holes that this one also got a little bit affected by the thrips that I have, but she's recovering nicely. This is a Philodendron Brazil, and I have another Philodendron Brazil over there. You could see her. That is also Philodendron Brazil. And as we go about in my apartment, you're going to see a lot of philodendrons and a lot of pothoses. All right. So I had this spider plant. She didn't have thrips, but I watered her with normal pipe water, and I overwatered as well. So because of the overwatering and because there's chlorine in the water, you could see the tips of her was going, but I repotted her recently and she is springing up and looking so gorgeous. But I don't want to take off these parts off of it that is browning, so I'm leaving her a little bit before I trim her down. All right, so this is one of my DIY projects. I bought the heads from the dollar store. I digged out the middle of it, and I forgot what plant I had in there. I think it's baby stairs, but they're drying up now, so I may have to replace them. But I dig out the middle and I planted baby tears, and it was so beautiful. I painted the face, put on my lashes that I had of lipsticks, and those are my earrings with scarves. This was one of my DIY projects. All right, it's another Monstera that I feel like, oh my God, this is the worst. If you ever get a Swiss cheese Monstera, you better pray to the living gods, because it has brought me so much heartache. It has gone to death's door and it's come back, and look at this. It looks as if it's about to go back to death's door again. I don't know what next to do. I've tried neem oil, everything on it. So if you're watching this video and you have any tips for this Swiss cheese plant, you could tell me. She got thrips, she got spider plant, she got everything, but even when she don't have anything, she's acting up. And I thought I was very good with Monsteras, but obviously not this one. All right, so this one is the angel wings, and I believe that's root rot. She's not faring well. I'm going to put her in my bedroom in the ICU, and to just pay special attention to her and see where I can bring her up back. But yeah, anyway, this is another pothos. This is a golden pothos, and that's coming off of another one that I propagated. I wanted to try the post to see if her leaves would get really big. She's very young, so we're still giving her a little bit of chance to see what will happen with her. All right, so this is another pothos. It's a Manjula pothos. It looks very close to the Enjoy pothos. The difference is the Enjoy pothos, the leaves are a little bit longer. This is way broader. You know, it's wider than the Enjoy, and it's more fenestrated. You see these white leaves? Yeah, it has more fenestration than the Enjoy pothos. The Enjoy pothos will have the white and green stripes in the middle of them. This has the stripes everywhere. So this is an Enjoy pothos. Of course, my snake plant. I have a couple of them that is all around the apartment because I heard that it will clean the hair. More spider plants here. This is a rubber plant. I must have propagated her. You can see where I cut her. I've cut her and I gave the propagations away, and so she has come back bigger and better. It's a burgundy rubber plant. You could see from here that she just pushed out a baby for me, and she's growing really tall. Before I cut her and propagated her, she was over 6 feet. Yeah. All right, moving on. And that's another one. That's another burgundy rubber plant. Let's go over here. This is another rubber plant, but this is a variegated rubber plant, same as her, but it's a variegated type. So you see the difference? That's kind of like a burgundy green, and this one is more of a reddish green, and little pink spreading around here. All right, this is a baby one. All right, so remember the syngoniums that I show you that is inside of my bedroom? This is a piece of her. You notice where the leaves are getting brown. that was what was happening with the syngoniums, the arrowhead syngoniums. So I propagated peas before I cut her down and repotted, and they're in water, just waiting for the roots to grow, you know, very strong before I repot them. There's good roots going in there, if you can see that. Started on orchids. This is a Phalaenopsis, I believe, for orchid. I made this frame, painted it, and put it on the stand, so you could see from here how it looks on the stand. And I'm obsessed with butterflies, so you will see butterflies all about. But I just started to get into orchids, so pray for me. All right. This is a Persian shield. Look at the beautiful purple that's coming from the Persian shield. And also she has some little things that's growing on, some little leaves that are coming out, and a little baby here. So we know she's going to do great things. Snake plants again. On the ground here, I have from the royal family, the Philodendron White Princess. Beautiful, isn't she? Right. And then we have a ZZ plant. I have the normal ZZ and the black ZZ. And this ZZ is pushing out more babies for me. All right. Now this is a Dracaena Lemon Lime. Oh my word, she's beautiful. Now I have another of her, but I'll show you that later on. I have another variegation too of the Dracaena. But let me bring you to another pothos. Well, this is a golden pothos. A lot of people will tell you that pothoses and epipremnums are in the same family. So when I told you that one that's on the pole is a golden pothos, some will say that is a golden pothos and this is an epipremnum. Whatever it is, I'm just going to say it's both. It's both, because these leaves it's way bigger than, and larger, wider than those that are over there. Maybe it's a baby. I'm not arguing. It is what it is. So that is, for me, for this video, it's a golden pothos. All right. And here is another philodendron. It's a neon philodendron. Very beautiful, light colored. It's the lighter version of the heartleaf philodendron, the normal heartleaf philodendron. See here, it's a darker green. That one is a more neon colored green, and the babies tend to be a little bit red if you leave them in the light. But yeah, and also you have a neon pothos there, same family as the epipremnum. We also have the pink syngoniums. Now these are three different syngoniums. 3 different pink syngoniums, but I won't bore you with the different types of pink syngoniums they are. All right, I'll just tell you that those are syngoniums. Another syngonium here that seems to be having some problems, and an aloe vera that has not grown a bit since I brought it home. Oh my God. All right, so let me bring you to my Dieffenbachia. Beautiful, isn't she? Yeah. All right, and this one is a sugar vine. I wish my hair was as tall and big as hers. She's a beautiful girly, isn't she? I just repotted her yesterday. All right, so moving on. This is a Mycans. It's a Philodendron Mycans. She's growing so tall. I have a piece of her in my tank that is waiting for roots, and then we'll repot. But she's just gorgeous. With the Mycans, if you leave them in sunlight, they'll give you these red leaves, beautiful red leaves, and it's a velvety feel to the leaves. That's the difference between them and the heartleaf philodendron. They're velvety. Sometimes they look kind of red when they're in sunlight. And oh my God, they're beautiful. Another Dracaena I have is the corn plant. This is a family member of that Dracaena, that the lemon lime Dracaena. This lady is a family member of hers, and I have a second one of her as well. They struggled during December. They struggled really bad, and if you know some of these Dracaenas, you know that they tend to be very temperamental, you know. So I've had to repot, be doing everything, giving them just distilled water only, feeding them with nutrients. Oh my word. Have two birds of paradise. This one is pushing out new leaf. It's tall to the ceiling. You could see that it's to the ceiling right now. And I'm about to find to rehome the bird of paradise because I have little to no room for, you know, big plants. But she's beautiful. Word to, you know, warning to you, if you have a bird of paradise, don't try to force it out with a warm water. This is what went on. I tried to open the bird of paradise when it was like that before the time, and I watched somebody say use a warm rag and wipe it down and it will get out. Well, it burned the flower, and so that's what's happening with that. This is a Philodendron mexicanum. It's similar to the Spirito Santi, only the Spirito Santi, the leaves are a little bit taller there. But it's a beautiful plant. It's a struggle as well. So you could see that something is not there, but it's putting out new plants, and I am happy for her. She's gorgeous. So, and you could see what we're dealing with here. It's a lot of plants, but let's go through them very quickly. Let's start with the Scindapsus right here. She's beautiful. Some know her as Scindapsus pictus, but I call her satin plant. She's also from the pothos family. I have a Cebu blue, again from the pothos family. You can see the difference is kind of blue-green. Yeah. And I have another Manjula pothos. Now, do you remember I was showing you the donkey's tail? This is where it came from. With the donkey's tail, you can't put it beside other plants because the little things on it, the little leaves on it will drop off. So I just leave her there. And you can't water them often. I think I gave her water 2 weeks ago. I probably won't water her for another 2 weeks. No, let me take her down because maybe the glare from the outside won't let you see the beauty of this one. This is a Hoya compacta. Gorgeous lady, but you have to watch her closely because her leaves, she will have spider mites, so you've got to be careful of what's going on in there. When I'm watering her, I water her once every 3 weeks, and I make sure that I wash her down. And now that it's coming onto the summer, where, you know, in the spring, I'm making sure to fertilize them now in the spring because this is a growing period. All right. The Hoya family for a while. This is the Hoya carnosa, otherwise known as the Crimson Princess. Beautiful. Look at her. She's spreading her wings right now. And right beside her, you have the Hoya publicalis, or the Hoya splash. This publicalis is like a mother publicalis because here is a child. People are telling me it's the same Hoya, only this one is a little bit more darker and this one is more variegated. People have said that it's the same one. Well, if you're watching this video and you want to correct me, go ahead and do that. Now, my baby is this beautiful Hoya. It's the Valentine's Day Hoya. It's the heart-shaped Hoya. I love her. So I have another publicalis that's going here, where I said that you'll see, well, I didn't say, but you will see as I do my tour, you will see the same plants in the same plant family, because I'm one of those persons that once I'm doing well with a plant, I'll just keep buying in the same family. So for example, pothos, I love all the pothoses. And I try to get all the pothoses. Hoyas, I'm so into Hoyas. I love them. Like the Indo rope and so forth. I love them. It's the same thing with philodendrons. And now I'm so into anthuriums. So you will notice some of those. Let's keep going. Arrowhead syngonium is it's a same one that I told you thrips went through. I managed to cut off and get these. I don't know what's going on there, but I'm going to change the water either today or tomorrow and check the roots to see what's going on, why that cloudy thing is there. Maybe somebody who knows about it can tell me. These are some alocasias that I put in there. They like the humidity. They got eaten up by the thrips, and I just cut them down to where there were roots or corms, and I just put them in there in the leca for them to grow. And I'm experimenting with this philodendron. It was just one leaf in the humid dome, and now it's growing so much. So we'll see how that turns out. The philodendron Birkin, another philodendron that I really love. You could see some of the damage, and you know what, if you're a plant parent, you will go through periods of this. It's not going to get away from you. You will have thrips, you will have spider plants. You just have to be proactive. All right, let's go on to the Chinese money plants, and I have several of those because I really love them. You could see the pink, the red. Oh, beautiful lady. Another variegation. I love all four of them. I got them as babies, and now look at them. Beautiful. All right. So if you're looking at the bottom shelf down there, these are just some of the props that I'm going through. This one is an Enjoy pothos. I think I have, where is the Enjoy? Yes, here. This is another propagation of Enjoy pothos. This is a golden pothos. She was growing very tall, and I really had to clip her back. She's going to be repotted this summer as well. So yeah. All right, so that was the Enjoy pothos. I have another philodendron. That one is just not growing. It's a rojo. Again, got eaten up by thrips, but is trying to survive. This one, an aloe vera, another pothos that I've propagated. A jade Jacina, and I have a bromeliad that had flowered before. When the flower grew, I just cut it off and I let it be, so it will grow again and give me more flowers. A lot of these plants love humidity. Well, most plants, they love humidity. Canada can be very cold, especially during the winter, so we tend to have containers where we put either corms or something like that, you know, baby plants that we're propagating. So if you look in here, you will see a lot of corms. You will also see what I call an Anthurium. Well, not I call, it is an Anthurium right there. Those are the two plants. This one I propagated from this large Anthurium. You see how beautiful the mother is? Well, that is the baby, and she's growing so well in this propagation jar because she has not only fertilizers, but she also has a lot of humidity. And so I'm going to put on back the cover. I didn't have to do anything at all with her because it's like it's doing its own thing. It's having its own water in there. It's feeding its own self. I didn't have to put any water, anything at all. After putting in the leca balls and everything, they're just growing on their own just fine. So when they get a little bit bigger for that space, when they get too big for that space, I'm planning on putting them into these apothecary jars. They will be so beautiful. I got them at a steal from Michael's in their clearance. I'm keeping them to put those plants in when they get a little bit bigger. So let's move on to more anthuriums. This is another anthurium. The leaves need to be cleaned off. That is something I'll do tomorrow afternoon. This is a pink one, a red one. I love anthuriums. They're so pretty. That is another anthurium and another beautiful, beautiful anthurium. And this is a burgundy anthurium, right? We have up there the spider plant, and we have a lipstick plant. Now this lipstick plant gave me a lot of flowers just recently. She needs some water. This is how you know they need water. When you look at the leaves and they're like this, they look like this, and they're very soft to the touch. They're usually very firm. All right, this lipstick plant is the sister to this. This is a variegated lipstick plant. And this also is a syngonium. And this is a syngonium pink splash, because it has these splash going on them. Beautiful syngonium pink splash. You see how pretty she is? All right. And I have another plant from the royal family, the Philodendron pink princess. Let me put her there so you can see her. Philodendron pink princess. This is the sister to the white princess, and you can see why they call her the pink princess, because she has these pink fenestrations on her leaves. So beautiful. So beautiful. All right. Am I leaving out anything, ladies? I hope not. Oh, I left out one. Sunstar in all her orange glory. Beautiful. This is a sunstar. Now, she will bloom like this, and then she will drop her leaves, and then new blooms will come out of these babies. Beautiful. All right. Show you my prop box that I have. I went and I got one of those filters from PetSmart. I think it's like $10 that I got it from. And these cups I got from Amazon. And I just got a fish tank and fill it with water, put in the pump in there. And let me tell you, it is amazing what it's doing with these plants. These props, they are growing so big. So let me show you what I have so far in my prop box. I have Mycans. I have Enjoy Pothos. I also have Mandrula Pothos, Golden Pothos. I have a Syngonium in there. So I have different type of Syngonium. I have different types of pothoses, but I also have this little lady here in here that is growing so much. Oh my word, look at her. There's a lot of things in here. Some even I have oh god, spider plants in here that's growing. Look at this spider plant. This is the one that you see growing up and down. And I have a few other things, a few other pieces that I'm going to put in there as my prop box. But this is a was it a 3 liter 3 gallon? It's a 3 gallon. I don't remember, but it's not a very big it's not a very big fish tank. But I basically just put the water in there and put the fertilizer in it for it to grow with the pump, and I just leave it on, and the props are growing amazing. Coming to the end of my apartment tour, in the kitchen, one of my favorite places, but I need to redecorate my kitchen. Let me turn around so you can see. This is my kitchen, guys. The reason why I'm showing you my kitchen is because I also have plants in this kitchen. I'm planning to put a herb garden here, but this is also a place where I have struggling plants, and I have struggled with alocasias. And I'm sorry I'm ending on this bad note, but these alocasias too are struggling, and I'm going to do something about them tomorrow. But as you can see, they're still trying to fight and not give up give up on themselves. So I'm going to try again with that. I'm going to end the video here with this shot. Let me see if I could give you a good view of all my plants, all my babies. Let me go into the living room and see if when I sit, I'll show you what I see when I sit. Look at Summer. When I sit here in the mornings, this is what I see when I'm having a cup of coffee. I intentionally create this space, you know, as beautiful as it is, for my own peace of mind. Work hard. You've got to make sure that when you leave work and you come home, the space that you're coming home to is comforting, calm, and it balances the stress of the workday. And that is my intention when I do what I do with my home. I'm going to end the video here and just say thank you for joining me here at Blooms and Stitches by AnnMarie. Until I see you in the next one.